clip from 30 Rock. And that is that the 100th episode?
Yes, I think it is.
Celebrated 100 episodes. That's amazing. And you didn't think it was going to go?
Nobody thought we would survive that long, and we've done 100 episodes. And then we get to do a special hour-long one. That one's an hour long.
Wow. I mean, and you talk about that. That's why I like the book. It's hilarious. It's it's real stories of sort of your struggle when you were a child, all the way to when you get 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live and everything. And you really did not think that show, it didn't seem like it was going to go.
No, it didn't, because we had Alec Baldwin. That was the one thing we knew. Look, that was good. And then
and you
and me. And then it just was. It's never been sort of a giant ratings hit, but we've been able to. We're like a water bug that you can't catch. Like every time NBC's been chasing us with a shoe for years.
Is that right?
The water bugs are fast.
And then, so it's what season is this?
This was just finished season 5.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Good for you. Here you are on the cover of InStyle magazine, and you talk about, like I said, in the book, posing, and there really is an art to it, and you learn it because models know what to do.
Yes.
We're in this business, and all of a sudden you have to do photo shoots, and we don't know. I mean, you help us learn.
In this book, you can learn, because I say in the book, if you ever find yourself posing for the cover of a magazine, and Snooki and I have, so it could happen.
It can happen.
Anything can happen. You need certain things that you need to know, and one is you need to, you know all this stuff. Are you going to get your body in as many angles as possible? So that's how you look skinny. Like you just get like, and then you get your head this way.
Never straight on.
Never straight on.
Always like that. That's natural.
Like this. Also, you should know that anytime you see anyone on a magazine, the back of whatever they're wearing is clamped with like it doesn't fit, no matter how skinny you are. The dress never fits, and then like your granny panties are sticking out, and they like got a rope tying it closed in the back, and you have to go. Because they bring you the clothes that the models wear, and they try to make you wear them. Right. And then they put long. Has anyone ever made you wear super long hair extensions?
No.
You're smarter than me. Because here, I mean, this is like my hair stops here. And then that's like, and you feel like in the wind machine on, you feel like Beyonce. You're like, all right, I'm really pulling this off. And then the moment they turn that wind machine off, you look crazy. You look like the mom from Coal Miner's Daughter. So you're like, oh God, who's that?
That's my favorite line. Tell the mom from Coal Miner's Daughter, get in here.
But it's so much more fun than going to work.
Yeah. And then, like you said, there are more compliments thrown at you in that short space of time than you've had in your entire life.
Yeah, the photographers always be like, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful. And you're like, oh my. It's like if you took every boyfriend I ever had combined, this is like more nice stuff. And then you realize they're kind of talking about their own photography skill.
It's really funny. I mean, every single thing in the book. And did you have, we were just talking during the break, if you enjoyed writing it, did you have writer's block ever? Or because you're doing so much?
Yeah, I mean, I would hide in the laundry room in our apartment and try to write. I used to apologize to my husband because I was really grouchy, and I'd come out of there and be like, well, I hope you're happy that I am doing this. And he'd be like, I didn't make you do this. I was just like, go in for it, and I'd be like, well, this is going to ruin me. I'm ruined. And then you just get, and then once it starts to come out, you feel better about it.
Yeah, because you had to, after you would read something you just wrote, know how hilarious that was.
I mean, thank you for saying so, but yeah, you never know, and then you don't want to reread it too many times, because then do you do that where you
try to change it?
Yeah, you like start to doubt it. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, and did you find that you wrote too much? Because the editors, the publishers want so much material, and then you send them all the stuff, and they use like half of it, and you're like, I could have finished a long time ago. They just want so much material, and then they just... Did you write a lot more?
I think I had the opposite, which they were like, you need a little more.
Oh.
We got to make... And then ultimately we did have enough, and we did have some left over.
Because you take it all the way through your honeymoon, your husband, and you go on... It didn't turn out so well, the honeymoon.
Well, we're still married, so that part of it. But no, we went on our honeymoon, we went to Bermuda. We took a cruise from New York to Bermuda, because at the time my husband didn't like to fly. So we were like, great, we'll take a cruise. And cruises are super fun. It's all about, soft serve ice cream and alcohol. So what else, Yeah. And then on our way back, the last night we were leaving Bermuda, we were sitting down to a show called like Fiesta Caliente.
Good shows on there.
Great show.
Wonderful.
And I remember I had a drink that was called a chocolate mudslide that combined soft serve ice cream and alcohol.
Oh.
And I was like, this is great. And then all of a sudden, this voice came on the PA and was like, bravo, bravo, bravo. Main engine, starboard side. And everyone was like, what's happening? And all the performers from Fiesta Caliente, like they ran backstage and were like, what's happening? And the captain came on. And anyway, long story short, the ship was on fire. And so we had to go stand by our lifeboats. You know how you do that drill in the beginning of a cruise and everyone's like joking it down and everything. And then we had to really go. And we had to really stand, women and children in the front, men in the back. And I remember holding hands with my husband thinking like, oh my gosh, we're going to be with those people on the news that died on their honeymoon. And he was thinking at the time, oh, it's going to be so hard for her when they bring the lifeboats down and she stays with me. And I was thinking like, it's going to be so hard for him when I get on that lifeboat. But it all worked out.
It all worked out. And it's hilarious because then you end up on a plane after all, the worst kind of
then we
way
had to
having
fly
to go
home.
The book is so hilarious. We'll be back and we're going to play. This is not fair, by the way. You're an improv expert. I've never done improv in my life, but we're going to do a little improv game after this.
Is your love life like this? Would you prefer it was at least